Oh, excuse me. Oh, man. Oh my gosh. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Happy hump day. I figure I get this live stream done and out of the way because I want to take it easy tonight. I got to get back on my sleep schedule, man. I have not been sleeping well. Last night I had to take something to help knock me out, unfortunately, and I don't like depending on medicine for anything. I really don't trust man's medicine. But unfortunately, last night I had to take something that just knocked me out. It's just because, everything that's happened, I still got a lot on my mind, unfortunately. And my brain, unfortunately, has that mechanism where, I keep replaying things and thinking things over and being very analytical, like always. But let me try to do something here because this thing always screws up. I don't know what's going on. What's up, Penny? How you doing? Welcome aboard, like always. I don't know what's going on with my YouTube lately. I used to be able to send live links to my live streams to, like my mom and stuff like that. It won't let me do it anymore. I don't know if that's something with YouTube or WhatsApp. It's very bizarre. I really don't know why. And if I do send a link, it always sends a previous link from a past live stream or YouTube video. It's just bizarre. But that's not important. That's not important at all. But yeah, I just wanted to get this live stream over with and done so I can relax and try to give myself a little elbow room tonight so I can sleep. I already took care of this. That's for Social Security, so that can be torn up. Don't need that. I hope you're all having a... Yeah, they do. They do. I agree. Every time they upload or they upgrade an app or a website or whatever it is, man, something always gets screwed up. So, my mom does time to time. She doesn't respond in a chat or anything like that, but she does watch sometimes. She tells me, my God, Wally, the things you say. But yeah, I just wanted to get it out of the way because I really want to relax. But thank you, everybody. Oh, big shout out to the leasing office where I live. They're still having it, as a matter of fact, when I'm doing this live stream. So, and I do know that there are quite a few people here now that are watching my live streams. And I want to say thank you to my friends and neighbors here and the staff that works here. This was very unexpected. When I first moved down here from from New York here to North Carolina, on the property, the previous company that used to run this place, they used to have breakfast, lunch, sometimes dinner. The pool be open until 11 o'clock at night. I mean, it was a lot of fun. But then, I moved away from the property and, unfortunately, my apartment door got kicked in. There was a lot of trouble going on, not from the property itself, but from outside. It was pretty bad. And I got mixed up with a whole bunch of crap. I said, enough is enough, moved out of here, went up to North Charlotte for like 2 years and then came back down here. But even that property up there, the Amazon Dot and the Amazon Fire Stick that I currently own, came from the leasing office. And to my surprise, I'm here now back on this property. What is it, 3 years now? I moved back to this property now, as of this year. And they were giving out freaking laptops. It's a nice little Dell laptop. Something I could futz around with. So big shout out to the leasing office and whoever organized this. This is really impressive. I mean, it's got some surface damage, but that's only because they had them piled up in there with no boxes or anything. I don't think they're I want to say they're refurbished because there is some surface wear on these. Maybe they're just dead stock and didn't sell. I mean, I don't know. But hey, man, I'm not going to complain. I mean, just by observation alone, when I hold it up into the light like this, there's clearly surface scratches on it. And so I'm going to assume that these are either refurbished or just old dead stock that was never sold in retail that they just don't want to get rid of. So, hey, but it's a laptop. So big shout out to the leasing office where I live, man, to the girls in the leasing office and whoever organized this. This is pretty cool. What's good is that we do have a lot of families on the property now. So for the kids, it's also a back to school event as well. It's like a combination thing that they're doing. That is really something. I'm thoroughly impressed. I mean, like I said, clearly it's got surface scratches and stuff on it. I'm just going to assume that these are probably store display computers or maybe overstock. I could see that they were clean because I could see marks on it as if somebody took like a cloth to clean this. But hey, who cares? You know what I mean? I'm not going to say no to free tech. So big shout out to the leasing office where I live. That's pretty cool. Now they can track you and watch you. Oh God, here we go. Here comes the conspiracy theories. Thanks, Penny. But as soon as I walked in there, everybody was saying, hey, there were a lot of people in there that I know on the property. Hey, Walt, what's going on with the pool to try to attract attention? I'm like, no. I haven't got out in a couple days. I've been taking it easy, just relaxing here at home. I'm like, please don't do that. I'm kind of like, not while I'm in there. No. See, that's what happens when you make a name for yourself, unfortunately. I mean, it's kind of cool, man. Like I said, I saw a lot of people in there that I know today. A lot of people. And there's still people, I'm looking out my window right now, and there's still people flowing in. But, hey, I'm impressed. I'm very impressed, and I'm grateful for that. I'm sure it's going to make a lot of the parents happy, especially for those that are having financial difficulties right now. That's a great thing. Regardless or despite, like I said, just with my experience with electronics and stuff like that, there's like one big scratch going on here, and it definitely looks like somebody gave it a cleaning. So again, they're probably either store display laptops or refurbished, but like I don't care. I don't care if it works and it does its job. Hey, that's money that doesn't come out of my pocket. And that's going to help. Because everything I do these days, Everything I do these days is basically on my phone. Unless I get multiple orders, then I need my desktop. And I barely even use my desktop anymore. Unless I feel like watching, because I have two external hard drives. One is, I think, 1.5 terabytes, and the second one is 2 terabytes. So, you know, that's where I keep all my OG cartoons and movies and stuff like that, because, I mean, everything today is digital. So whatever I was able to download and save and harvest off the internet, it's what's on my external hard drives. But after that, I really don't use. Yeah, there's a little surface grime on there, but that's not too bad. Like I said, for what it is, I mean, geez, for what it is, I mean, this is epic. I'm very grateful for that. Yeah, it's still a little surface schmutz on there, but yeah, I'm going to take a wild guess and say that these were either refurbished or probably on store display, because we do have a Best Buy outlet that's here in town, surprisingly. Yeah, there were, you could tell there used to be manufacturing stickers on here they took off. I could tell because that's glue. You know, but again, who cares? Like, shit. Yeah, you could tell there's a shadow of what was once a manufacturing sticker right here going across. I don't know if the light will pick it up. There's like a rectangle right there, but probably recycled from the schools around you. I mean, hey, again, I'm really not complaining, to be honest with you. It's a nice looking compact little laptop for what it is. I don't even know if it's charged up. I mean, the mouse pad looks clean. There's a couple. See, it looks like there's like old tape residue right here. Somebody must have probably took a. Right there, probably had like a Post-it or something or a piece of paper and stuck it on there with duct tape. That's easy to clean. Again, this is not a complaint fest. It's just observation. Again, I'm not complaining, man. You can't catch me complaining. And if it does its job, hey, I'll say this for when I'm lying down in my bedroom or if I'm sitting on the patio, I can always bring this outside and do some magic to it. I will definitely do some internet magic with this, like I do with my laptop. I'm not admitting to anything. I'm not trying to incriminate myself. I plead the fifth. Oh yeah, that came right off. That residue is completely gone. Yeah, I'm gonna bet. I think you're right, Penny. That this is probably, it might be from Mecklenburg County High, or South Mech High School, or maybe UNC Charlotte. I mean, who knows? Maybe it's from prison. No, they would never have prison. Oh, it's got a built-in webcam. Oh, okay. I just noticed that now. Huh. Yeah, it just needed a little bit of a cleaning. Yeah, so it's refurbished, but who gives a damn? No complaints. I can download all my Latina P-RN on there. Nah, I don't think so. That's not really my forte. But yeah, otherwise I really haven't been doing much, man. I took Sunday off from everyone and everything because I needed a break. You know, I did some good cooking yesterday, man. I ate like a pig yesterday. I had fried me up two whole plantains on the grill, and nah, it's all right. That's all right. I mean, this is a grown-ups channel anyway, so the kids shouldn't be watching this anyway, according to YouTube's algorithm. I have it all set up for that. So, how's Fleabay doing? Well, I did get another eBay order. I did list one of my Transformers toys today that I made a decision to sell because it really doesn't have a place in my current iteration of this collection. It's a Transformers Prime Voyager class Megatron from the Robots in Disguise line that I upgraded. It was around since 2011. That's how old that toy is. And well, I mean, I really don't have any true OG figures except for reissues and re-releases. But as far as like OG in my collection, that's probably one of the oldest in my collection. And because I have the knockoff version of that Megatron, I believe, I forgot what class they call it, but it's an oversized upscale of that toy. I figure let me just start chopping dead meat where I can find it, or start trimming fat where I can find it. Today I tried on my Super Bowl 46 New York Giants jersey, and it just looks so absurd and ridiculous because of all the weight I lost. That's going to be next on the chopping block. I'm still deciding a price for it. I'll probably start at $179, and it's a pretty rare jersey. It is an authentic fan shop jersey from NFL.com or Fanatics or the Giants.com website, but it's got the V shape in the front, which is extremely rare to find. As far as an authentic is concerned, you find fakes of it all over the place on eBay, but of course me, I take close-up photos and I put the patches on myself. But, you get the up-close photos of the stitching patterns, the tags. I take measurements from elbow to elbow and end seam to collar and all that stuff. So you know what you're getting when you get it from me. So, but orders have been coming in drips and dribbles. I do got 5 auctions that have bids on them, which should be ending Friday, I believe. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, you know what? It's just people, again, are not spending money. And this is what I talked about. I mean, I'm fortunate that now my eBay store is almost completely, I'd say about 95% of my eBay store now is promoted. I think I have another 15 or 20 listings I have to promote, and my store is 100% promoted at this time. And clearly it's driving in traffic because I'm getting more people asking for offers. There are more views on my listings. It's just people, they're looking for deals, they're looking for bargains, and I hate to say it, it's a buyer's market right now. Unfortunately. Oh my God, listen to me, I'm sounding like a businessman. Oh no, who would have thought? Yeah, people are still flowing in. They're still flowing in. Good for them. But yeah, I mean, look at me, I'm a businessman. I mean, well, yeah, I mean, this is an official business I'm running. I mean, it's all fully licensed and, protected. So who would have thought I would have been a businessman at this point in my life, Not like I'm making $1 billion or anything like that. I'm 100 heir, I call myself. I'm 100 heir, or a centennial heir, I think you can call it. Centenarian heir. But this New York Giants jersey will probably sell. I've sold quite a few New York Giants jerseys already, so I can't see why this one won't sell. But it just looks so big and ridiculous on me. Remember, I lost 100 pounds over the years. So, I mean, it looks good if you were to put like a sweater under it, but it's too big for me. Most of the shirts I wear these days are either large or extra large. I don't wear 2XL and 3XL anymore. Technically, this one is an oversized size 50. Is that coming down here? No, I guess not. Anyway. But we'll see. Yeah, I really got to start trimming the fat. I mean, my Autobot shelves, I have 2 of them now, are filled. Dude, those Studio Series Seekers I got are fucking awesome, by the way. Let's get into some nerd talk. I got them in the bedroom, by the way. I've really got to get some LED lights, and I've really got to make a display, like a display stand of some type to do my YouTube reviews. But man, these things, let me tell you, there's Studio Series Thundercracker. That's awesome. He is really cool. And then Skywarp and Starscream came. Guys, by the way, go check out that video because either YouTube is throttling it Or maybe my video just sucks. I mean, let's be realistic. Out of the 3 Seekers, there's Starscream and Skywarp. I had Skywarp as a kid. I mean, we did have all the Seekers as a kid. I think my brother had Starscream while I had Thundercracker and Skywarp. Let me tell you, if you get the proper stickers for Skywarp, look at how nice that pops now. I said I was going to do it, and I finally did it. These particular stickers work really well with Skywarp. He is by far, out of the 3 Seekers, my favorite, just for the aesthetics alone. I'm very happy that these came finally, that I got the 3 Seekers, because I sold off my War for Cybertron Seekers on eBay. I mean, I sold them for a lot less what I originally wanted them for, and they did finally sell once I hit that sweet spot. But now I can fill in that gap that's up on my shelf there. And dude, this let me tell you, he looks awesome. I love how these stickers pop. I'm gonna have to get myself a brand new sticker sheet with these size Decepticon logos on them, because I want to do the other 2 Seekers. I mean, you look at that versus Thundercracker, and look how dark that is. You could barely see it. And I like my Decepticon symbols to pop. So I'm going to order more of these. I'm not going to do it right now because there's really no rush to do it. There are plenty of them on eBay you can buy for like $8 for like $1 shipping or $2 shipping or something like that. But Skywarp rules, man. He really rules. I've got to say, he rules out of the complete set. So I'm very happy. I except for a few minor little nitpicks, like it's very gappy in some areas on the back, but look at that back compared to War for Cybertron, where you had the nose cone back here. Very, very. Oh, that's one of my neighbors messaging me. Let me see who. Oh, she's messaging me again while I'm looking. Yeah, if you're watching this live stream, if you are, I'm not going to say who you are, but if you're watching me talking about this right now, yeah, they look refurbished to me. But I'm not going to complain. Listen, even if they are refurbished, let me tell you, this is a pretty decent laptop for what it is. It's nice, it's thin. You know, if you're by yourself in a bedroom and you just don't feel like watching YouTube on the TV, you can have this right in front of your face. Me as a business owner who does a lot of eBay stuff, I could sit in my bedroom and not have to be on my phone and strain my eyes. I have to say, I like this. I really like this. However, we need to personalize it. It's got to be personalized. Give me a minute here. I just thought of something. Now I have to put my own personal touch on it. Fortunately for me, I always keep stickers around. So I am going to take off this sticker here. Yeah, it's definitely a refurbished laptop. I'm going to assume, like again, like Penny Pounder was saying in the chat, that it could have either come from a high school or some school, or I think it could have come from a Best Buy or some computer shop, maybe Micro Center. I mean, who knows? But who cares? Really, who cares? I am happy to have this thing. Especially, you know, if you're running a small business, you need electronics galore. Especially if I don't feel like turning on my desktop, because I do have a desktop computer. I prefer to be able to lay down in my bed and do this. How lazy and defeatist an attitude that is. Yeah, I'm just going to lay in bed. But I mean, listen, if you don't have a lot of money, you know, and you're going through hard times and stuff like that, I mean, who cares? Who really cares if it's refurbished or not? I, for one, am grateful for this because I can really put this thing to use. And I'm going to put if it's for free, it's for me. Exactly. That's exactly it. So I'm going to take my Autobot symbol here and I'm going to personalize this thing. This is going to be huge. It's huge. And what's nice is that these stickers are silver. And they'll match nicely with this. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that is nice. I like this. No, if anybody's watching, if anybody's watching from the higher ups, man, I personally am grateful for this because this will help me with my eBay business. You know, I could take this outside. I don't have to use my cell phone anymore. It does. Maybe I might be able to live stream with this thing instead of using my cell phone. Because it does have the built-in camera. Oh, look at how nice that looks already. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Baptized. Definitely baptized. So, I mean, the Decepticon symbol is just a little too low for my liking. I'm probably ruining this sticker by... This is what happens when you're a Transformers fan, or even if you're a general collector. My first attempt at laying the sticker down was not good. I hope I didn't ruin it. I have another one just in case. You know what? Let me do this correctly. I need an old credit card or something. I keep one of these up here too. Usually I have like a flat spatula to flatten stickers down and stuff. All right, that's not too bad. I mean, I derped the sticker just a little bit, but it's okay. Who cares? There we go. That, I mean, it's a little bit more in line with the Autobot symbol, but you know, I mean, who gives a damn? There you go. I like that. That's cool, man. No, to the higher ups, man. I'm shocked that they did this. I for one am grateful for this because I can use this. You know, if I want to watch a game or I want to watch a movie, I don't have to sit inside my apartment to do it. And I do have a couple thumb drives that I can use for storage, so I can take some movies or a TV series from my desktop, from my PC, and dump them onto... I can even get a small portable external hard drive for this too. See, my brain already is going to work as to what I can do with this thing. You know, I could sit outside and watch Star Trek or something like that if I wanted to. You get no complaints out of me, refurbished or not, because that's what they do look like. It doesn't matter. Very happy for this. Very happy for this. So it gets the Carolina Collector endorsement for sure. Thank you to the leasing office for this. I for one am grateful for this because I will definitely be abusing this thing like crazy. Still a little bit of schmutz on there, but that's fine. Who cares? But yeah, I could tell it was definitely probably from a high school, probably from a Best Buy, probably from a Micro Center, or any combination of those three. But that's okay. What matters is it didn't cost me anything. And that's good for the parents. You know, things right now, I mean, I discuss this in my live streams all the time, that the economy is really messed up these days to begin with anyway, thanks to Mr. Great Pumpkin in the White House, who's still going on about his fucking war in Iran. You know, and people have kind of got tired of it after a while. That's why I stopped supporting him, because I for one have had enough of all this stuff. You know, it's affecting my eBay business because people aren't willing to spend money. And it affects my disposable income. So, you know what I should do? Is it charged up? I didn't even try that. Let me see something. It has that webcam, which is pretty neat. Where's the power switch? Oh, right there in the corner. I'm going to assume you have to... Oh, it lights up right away. Okay. Let's see what we got. Because then what I'll do is I'll charge it. I'm going to assume that whoever, if this is refurbished, they probably would have charged it. immediately right to the password. Okay. And this came with its own password, which I'm going to change, of course. Very comfortable on the hands. Hold on, folks. I need two hands for this. Oh, I'm forgetting something. It's telling me the password is correct. Incorrect. Is caps lock on? Okay. I might have to go back down there and tell them that. There it goes. Okay. No, it started up right away. Look at that. Okay. I am definitely going to change the screensaver. But I want to know. Oh, my nerd brain already wants to figure out. Check for updates, camera. I want to know what this thing is capable of. System. Okay, what do we got here? Microsoft 365. Fairly easy to use. I'm not gonna toy with the settings that came with it. Windows update check 9 days ago. So this was recently used. What I want to find out is what's in this thing. Okay, so I haven't used the touchpad in a long time, man. Jeez. I'm so used to using a mouse. Info, backup, other users, passkeys, payment options, order history, account and billing. So online, not collected. I'm not backing up my PC. I'm not going to mess with that stuff. There we go. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Device info. So it's got 16 gigs of RAM, which is kind of, it does have, well, that's not, it's okay. It's got 53 gigs of free storage out of 238 gigs used. What the hell is on this thing? It's only got 53 gigs of space available out of 238 possible. Intel Iris graphics. Oh no, I'm sorry, wrong. It's got 53 gigs out of 2. So there's plenty of space on here for like random stuff. It's got a 128 megabyte graphics card, 11th generation Intel Core processor, 16 gigabytes. Oh, I said that already, right? The thing is fully charged for now, so I don't have to worry about charging it. I'm going to charge this thing sparingly to save the battery. But I am going to change that background, though. That background is kind of basic. And these are just tweaks that you can make. So it's got some decent, I mean, it's got decent memory if you're going to, you know, if you're going to download your own stuff onto here, I'm definitely going to have to install like a decent video player on here. I can see already. I don't think I'm really going to mess with this computer. Oh, but it's got Microsoft Edge on it. Ugh. That's a space eater. I might uninstall that. LibreOffice, Recycle Bin, Zoom Workplace. I do want to change this password, though. I don't like that password. Where's privacy? Okay. Firewall, track your device if lost. Not contacts. I don't want contacts. What are you doing? Go back. It's a nice little laptop. I mean, listen, I got it sitting in my lap right here in front of my desk. And if I get like multiple orders while I'm doing live streams and stuff like that, and being that it's got the webcam, I mean, I can live stream and leave my phone free from now on, which is kind of neat. Let me. Yeah, I want to change my password on this thing, though. That's the first thing I want to do immediately before I even do anything. So I'm going to assume we go to privacy settings. All right, I'm definitely changing this password right now, and I'm going to use a whole bunch of characters. But it has the default. Okay, here we go. Just want to make sure I spelt it right. Man, I haven't used I can't remember what it's like to use a touchpad. Okay, that's correct. Oh, what am I doing? It's a neat little laptop. I mean, I'm not going to. This is epic. All right, that's it. Password is changed. So at least I know for myself. The only thing is I'm going to turn this brightness down a little bit because it's very bright. The volume I'm not going to mess with just yet. Now, is this automatic shut off if I close the lid? Let's see. Give it a couple seconds to see what happens when I close the lid. So the vent holes are here, so I got to be careful when I'm using this. You got the vent right here on the side, so you really don't want to suffocate this thing. All right, so it does turn off, automatically. Okay. So I'm going to hold the power button down, slide the shut. Oh, it's got a touch screen. Slide the shut. Or is this touch screen? Slide to shut down. Oh yeah, right there. Boom. Shuts right off. Okay. So this is touch. So I have to remember left side is touch screen. Oh yeah, I can feel it. The touchpad. It kind of clicks. It's got a little clickety clack. Oh, that's cool. Nice. And it's shut right down. Just like that. Now I have to hold it down. Okay, starts right up. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, this thing is green as grass. Okay, now let's put the password in there that I just... And boom, that's it. Okay, awesome. So I can touch here and then shuts down. Awesome, cool. I like that. Hey, I'm for your basic laptop, it is really good. Thank you for this, folks. And thank you to the leasing office for providing this. This is really going to be a huge tool for me to use for my eBay business and other stuff. Wow. I am highly impressed by that. That is cool. Very impressed. So I'm going to throw some programs on there later when I got some free time. I'll put like CCleaner on there, like the usual suspects. You know, I'll throw either VLC media player on there, which really is kind of wonky these days. But I'll throw a nice codec pack on there for videos and stuff like that, which is cool. You know, I'll throw a basic antivirus, all that stuff. Yeah, yeah, see, that's a great thing, what you just said, Penny. You know, because like right now, if I'm on my cell phone, I'm going to get text messages no matter what. But if I get business transactions on eBay, all I got to do is open up this thing, and that just saves me from having to turn off my TV or turn on my TV and then turn on the computer. But I could just grab this thing and hop right. Let me see how quickly I can do this. So turn it on. You know what? I just might keep this as basic as it is and don't even mess with it. Because it starts right up. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. Right to the Dell screen. Starts right up. Boom. Just like that. Look at that. Came right on. Let me see what the files folder looks like. Downloads, documents, pictures, music, videos. So it's your typical stuff. Let me go into Google Chrome here quick. Now it's not connected to the internet because I need the password, which is through Spectrum. I'll do that later. Well, actually, no. Yeah, I got to do that later. Never mind. So for right now, you know what? I'm not going to mess with this thing. Trying to learn how to shut this thing off. There we go. So I have to hold left and pull down right. Okay. And there it is, right off. I mean, this thing, since it's so bare bones and green, I mean, boom, 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 boom. It does. I'm just waiting for that power light to go off. Let's see here. And it goes off. Okay. Thank you. Again, thank you on behalf of everybody around here. I mean, how refurbished or not, cleaned up or not, I'm happy to get something like this. This is going to be a huge help for my eBay business and for personal use. If I want to sit outside and I don't want to be indoors and I want to watch a little Star Trek, I'll throw some movies on there. Like I'll probably, like, I think I got a couple thumb drives. I have to look at them, but they're probably too small. I'll probably get an external hard drive and just transfer files onto that, and I can watch, whatever I want on this thing if I want to sit outside. But that is cool. Hey, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for the laptop. That is cool. I'm sure a lot of the parents that were downstairs are ecstatic to have a small computer like that, especially school's around the corner. School's going to be opening soon because they're already starting back to school promotions down here over at my local Walmart, and I'm sure they'll be doing that everywhere else because I think North Carolina starts school earlier than New York does. So, and North Carolina schools have specific things that you need to buy for the kids. I don't know if laptops are included with that list that they get. But if you're somebody that has a lot of kids and you have a huge budget or you don't have a lot of money, that's going to be a huge help, man. Kudos to the leasing office for promoting this, man. That's really cool. It's really cool. And I know a lot of people around here that have kids that are really going to appreciate this. I hope the parents, I kind of feel like a little guilty having to say that because I do have a PC, but I mean, this is awesome. This is awesome. This is epic. It's really epic. Good for them. Very good. Very good. And you know what? That's a clever way of getting rid. If you're a computer company like Dell and you've pretty much exhausted all options to clear out merchandise, to do a promotion like this, I think is pretty smart. If you ask me, it's very smart. Very smart indeed. And it's a good look too, for the people in charge around here, man. It's a really good look. Because like I said, I'm well aware that there's certain people here that really don't have a lot of money and they got multiple kids, and this is really going to take some of the edge off, especially if they have to stay at home. Like if there's a bad rainstorm, or if we get snow on a rare occasion, or God forbid there's an emergency or what have you. To have this in their arsenal, I think is a wonderful thing. It really is. I think it's a great thing. It's not often you hear me raving about stuff here on the channel, but I think it's a fantastic thing. That's awesome. That's awesome. So good for them. Very good for them. Trying to think what I can put on there. I mean, I could put advanced system care on there, even though it's a little, those computer maintenance tools are a little aggressive. Like I have it on my PC. They really dig into your computer, but they're very aggressive with the ads and updates and stuff like that. So I'll probably put a basic malware fighter on there. We'll see what I do with it. There's all sorts of stuff I can do with this thing. Maybe I'll put Cody on there. Maybe I'll put Cody on there. Cody sucks anymore to begin with. There are a lot of pay sites now on Kodi that, well, Kodi was meant to defeat all of that and to circumvent and get around certain things. But even Kodi sucks these days anymore. I hardly even use Kodi anymore. Doesn't really pay. So, but that was awesome. Man, look at me actually being positive in one of my live streams for once instead of having this big dark thundercloud hanging over my head. No, and it's nice too because at least I got out for a few minutes and said hi to you know, a lot of the people I really care about around here, man. There was a lot of people I knew today. I was giving fist bumps to. That was really cool, man. You know, hopefully sooner than later we all get together and do our stuff. You know, as we always do, but the heat has just made it impossible for everybody. It really has. But what am I going to do with myself tonight? I have no idea. I really don't. I did these 2 back-to-back reviews recently with Power Glide, which did not get off the ground, by the way. The Seeker video got like almost 30 views, which is shocking. I think it's because I'm using keywords. All of my videos I've been using keywords, and they just don't take off. I can increase, promote to like 50% on eBay. Wants you to? Yeah, that's not happening. That's not going to happen. I'm surprised I even made this move. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let me process this one order. Maybe I'll go take a small walk after I'm done here on YouTube. Man, I love these guys. They look so good. They look so good. Guys, I can't recommend Studio Series Thundercracker, Skywarp, and Starscream any more than I can. These are just great. They are so nice. They are nice. They are clean. They're a little, especially in the upper section, they're a little finicky to transform because you have to pull on things and move stuff around. These 2 back doors tend to pop off once in a while, at least on my copies. Well, then again, I got them big fat dick fingers. So I got sausage fingers. How tall are they? I believe 6 inches in height. Let me see here. I believe they're 6 inches in height. About 6.5 inches tall. 6.5 inches tall.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
Even over there on my TV stand, check them out. They're just kind of like loafing about. They look good. The 3, you have to have the 3 of them. You can't have just one. You got to have all 3. And that's kind of like the psychological trick behind Hasbro doing these type of jets. You got to have the 3 of them. You got to have the trifecta. It's like Kirk, Spock, and McCoy, Mo, Larry, and Curly. You got to have the trifecta with these guys. And they look good. They look good up on my collector's shelf there. That one shelf, I don't have any G1 style action figures. It's mostly like the new age cartoon accurate stuff, and a lot of stuff up on that particular shelf are upgraded. So having them 3 stand up there really looks nice. But I still have stuff I need to sell off, man. I really got to clear up some space. But at least I got that Megatron for sale. I'm probably going to sell off War for Cybertron Optimus Prime. I do have War for Cybertron Megatron, though I don't know what I did with his sword. And he has like a belt with a matrix on it that wraps around him. I might still have his box somewhere. I believe that's the Netflix Megatron. And then I can sell him off. Because now that I got them 3, which replaces the 3 War for Cybertron jets, I still have a couple orders that need to be processed. I made room for Missing Link Ultra Magnus, and he's down there with cartoon accurate Optimus Prime, which is pretty dope as far as the missing links are concerned. So I've cleared up some space there. We'll see. I still got a few Masters of the Universe cartoon collection figures I got to review on the channel, which are right here next to me. I do have the Retro Collection Sky Slug with Prince Adam down here I got to review. Did the messages stop? Yeah. I'll get into that a little bit. No, I think I mentioned it a little bit in this live stream, but I'll do a bit of a recap. So I on Saturday, I went up to her. I went up to where she is. I had my sister message her on WhatsApp because she has me completely blocked on the phone. She has me blocked on WhatsApp. And, you know, that's when my sister basically said, Wally, you got to take a look at this. And Maria sent her a photo of her with that ugly, bald-headed, fat fuck. What is it with these women? You know what it is? Because I'm not a simp. I'm not just going to cave to a woman's demands. It's like with Jenny, it's the same thing. And she refuses to admit she's wrong, still, to this day. But my sister sent me a photo of Maria, which is in the two well, actually, no, it's in one thumbnail of one of my most recent live streams, where you see me with her, and then you see her with him. And he's a balding, fat, ugly prick. And then she threatened my sister, she threatened me, and threatened my mom. And I had a whole bunch of stuff in my car, and there happened to be like a church group that was there, mostly women. Whatever was in my car, I took out and left it right there. I was having a bit of a nervous breakdown because of what was going on, because of what I saw and what my sister sent to me. And what's good is that I still have not thrown out this box. I've known that we've had a social worker here on the property now for a while, but I finally met her for the first time when I got that laptop. So it's a good thing, because now the diapers, the shoes, I'm gonna try to restore those shoes a little bit more before I give them away. I still got the kids' toys outside. There are diapers here. I mean, that's stuff you just don't want to throw in the garbage. To me, that's a sin. And if the social worker that's here on the property can find somebody that could put this stuff to use, more power to her. Fuck that. But then, she started threatening me again, leave me alone, leave me alone. I'm like, you were in my home earlier last week. You were laying down in bed with me. You cooked. And then you took clothing from my home. And you wanted me to bring you back. And it's no wonder why she kept ducking and dodging me. Oh, I'm busy. Oh, I'm doing this. Oh, I'm doing that. Oh, I'm looking for an apartment. Oh, I'm doing this. Bullshit. It was all bullshit. At least I got room in my car in the back finally. And I still have to put the goddamn freaking air compressor fan in. Hey, oh shit, there we go. Look at this. Hellman's back. Hey, I tell you what, I've been making my usual viewer admins, so you've been around for a while. Let me make you an admin. So there you go, Paracopa. You are now part of the special club, whatever the hell that means. Being an admin, welcome aboard to the special club, I guess. But I've just been talking about a little bit of everything, man. This really isn't too serious of a live stream. But yeah, I was giving a lot of credit to the leasing office where I am, because they gave out what to me looked like refurbished laptops. And I tell you what, I'm happy. I am happy to have this. I just cleaned it up a little bit. I turned it on to give it a little bit of a test run to see what it's all about. The specs on it are okay, but I'm not going to complain, because I could sit in bed with this thing. I can load this up with movies. I can, pretty much do whatever I want with this. I already customized it, as you can tell. Autobot and Decepticon stickers to personalize it, which is cool. But very happy with this thing. Thank you to the powers that be for this. And again, for a lot of people around here that, have kids, for them, it's much more valuable to them to get one of these, you know what I mean? But for my eBay business and stuff, or if I just want to screw around and I want to sit outside and live stream a game, or if I don't want to turn on my TV, I mean, there's so many options with this thing that I can use. Or let's just say if I go out to the park and I don't want to be on my phone doing eBay business, I could just take this with me. That's cool. I like that. I really like that. God damn it. I hate those little freaking gnats. You ever get those little itty bitty little gnats? Sometimes, you know what it is, because it's so cool in my apartment. And I still got to get a new one of these bug nets for my front door, the magnetic ones that close and open. They always seem to find their way through the slightest little gap. And I hate that when they're flying around in front of your face and in front of your ear. And you can hear them. Whee! I hate that shit. But this is awesome. I can tell you right now, I'm going to get myself an external hard drive just for this. If I can get one for cheap. If I can get me like even a one terabyte or 2 terabyte portable external hard drive, I'll dump some movies on that and just keep this thing free and not really put anything on here except for like maintenance tools. I'll definitely install maybe C cleaner I'll put on there. Maybe advanced system care I'll pay for and put that on there. I definitely want to put some video codecs on there so I can play my movies and stuff. So the sky's the limit with that. Very cool. Very, very cool. But otherwise, yeah, I'm slowly trying to get back on track. I did list a Transformers toy over on eBay today. I did make one sale, which I should process right now, by the way. It's another Andy Pajes base rookie from Topps flagship from 2 years ago. And I did get 3 other eBay orders, which I talked about in a live stream recently. I'm not going to go over that, but they're already out the door. I do have 5 auctions that have received bids, so that's good to put some more money back into the fray. It just, everything is kind of like slowly falling into place again. But what this Maria character did, it's going to sting for a while. I'm not going to deny it. But it's just a real shame that we got people like this that live in this world that just seek to use people and to take advantage and take for granted people. Or take for granted of people. You know what I'm trying to say. Trying to say too many things at once. Because it's still an open wound. But it's not really fair, folks. It's not fair at all. But here's the reward. A nice new refurbished laptop. Not going to complain. That's the reward. You see? You go through hard times. You go through difficult situations, and somehow God shines a real bright light in your face and says, okay, I think you suffered enough. Here's a little something for your trouble. That's how I'm trying to take this. That's how I'm trying to take it. That's God's wisdom right there. His infinite way of saying, I know you've been through a lot. Here's a little something to ease the blow. So that's cool. That's really cool. Just got one last sticker on there. So this is my one and only order so far that I got today, processed, done. That'll go out at my earliest convenience. Let me crank down the AC here a little bit. I just heard the compressor come on outside. You guys want to watch me fry up some plantains? I've been on this. If that's one thing I will say, it's an echo from Maria being here. Maybe I'll make a cup or two of rice for myself. She really got me into the habit of loving to cook. Better to find out sooner than later. Yeah, I agree, brother. I agree. Absolutely. I agree. Whoop. Oh, shit, almost dropped my phone. So, well, this is my old camera stand. It's really not designed for this phone, to be honest with you. Well, you know, I have a Samsung A23, and it's just not really designed for this type of camera stand, unfortunately. So let me do this so it's a little more square-ish. Yeah, I agree. That's what everybody's been saying. It's best to find out now than later on. But it's a real shame because, like, you know, we were just laying in bed together when all this happened. You know, I bought steaks and all sorts of stuff for us. And all this food, and just out of nowhere, she just fucking blocks me on WhatsApp. Let me tell you, it was just out of nowhere. Completely out of nowhere. It was completely out of nowhere and unexpected. And it just doesn't make sense. But everybody, you know, even people here where I live on the property have been telling me, because they watch these most recent live streams. What's up, Biggie? How you doing? Yeah, we, you know, except for when she tried to threaten me and threaten my family, that's really what set me off to completely cut her off. I still have her son's diapers here. I have a pair of shoes of hers that are here, and there's some random stuff. I'm just going to give them to the property social worker here, because I know there's a lot of parents here that have like little babies and small toddlers and stuff that can use. They're my diaper. I mean, I bought the diapers, so they're mine to give away. Fuck that. You know what I mean? And that's probably what I'm going to do. Most likely what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do it today because there's too many people going in and out of the office. You know, they had that giveaway. I don't know if you saw, Biggie. They were giving away laptops. I'm so happy with that. I'm very thrilled to have that, by the way. Again, I know some of you are subscribed to the channel. Thank you for that laptop if you're watching. I appreciate that. And a lot of people around here are going to appreciate that. I, for one, running a small business out of my home here, that's really going to help. That's really going to help. You see that? Jenny, you see that, Maria? You see that, Milna? You see that, Karen? And to the fucking Joker squad up in New York? That's God's way of rewarding me again. From being falsely accused of things, to being cheated on, to being lied to and lied about. There, I mean, I put the Decepticon and Autobot sticker on there, but yep, this is what they were giving away today. To tell you the truth, I don't even pay attention anymore. I really don't. And what's cool is that eBay now added to their algorithm and to their system's AI detection, so if they try to use my image again, it should automatically flag them, unless I go in there manually and do it myself. But I don't care anymore. I've reached a point where, like, you know, it's like a toddler screaming for a toy in a toy store, and you don't give them the. You do know the practical jokers are communicating with them. I'm sure they are, and I don't care. I really don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't know, and I don't care. I don't want to care. I really don't want to care. I just don't care. You know, Maria, it was out of the clear blue. You know, she was claiming that she has a husband now, and what a fucking joke. What a liar. She never had a husband. We were together for over a month. Now, all of a sudden, when she blocks me on WhatsApp, she has a husband. That's bullshit. She's a cheater like the rest of them are. There's no narrative that anyone can create to justify that type of behavior. And then, how much are plantains in North Carolina? I think 58 cents each. So I buy them like 6 to 12 at a time. I've been eating a lot of plantains lately, I'll be honest with you. They're really good. And they're pretty healthy for you too. The only thing is I need a bigger skillet because I'm going to make quite a few this time. I think I got the other pan in here. Oh, I didn't wash. Let me use one of these. I'm pretty sure these women had men the whole... Yeah, I know. Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. You know, it's unfortunate. Like, even when I went outside today, it's not that I didn't want to talk with people. I'm still, like, in a very strange mood. And I think that's understandable after what happened. You know, it's not that I don't want to talk to anybody. It's just, you know, I like being jovial and happy around people. I don't like being miserable. This thing wants to fly over. I'm not going to let it. There you go. I'm used to being happy when I'm around people, and I like people being happy when they're around me. You know, and even today I was kind of like a little perturbed because, you know, this thing is still fresh in my brain. Little by little, it's starting to go away. But it's the same thing like what happened with Jenny. Just because I didn't marry her or I didn't cave to her demands, that gives you a reason to cheat. This woman literally stole clothes out of my home. What's up, Gooey? Yeah, I'm done for now, you know? And like I said, what was the reward today? A nice new laptop. And again, thank you to the powers that be for this laptop. Really appreciate that. I really, really appreciate that. Just give me a moment here, folks. I'll be right back. I am very content having a new laptop. Even if it's refurbished, who cares? I don't know if they know each other, and I don't care if they know each other. I don't want to know them anymore. They're out of my life. Screw them. I am not interested. I don't care. Ooh, excuse me, ass gas, folks. That's staying in. All right, this is OCD because I already peeled that Decepticon sticker off once. I just don't like the way it looks because now it's got waves and bubbles in it. I want to try to reapply another one. Because that cooking oil needs to get up to temperature anyway before I start putting in those plantains. But like I said, hey man, I got me a brand new refurbished laptop, which is cool. And again, just like always, when you're down and out, God seems to find that way to say, hey, I'm still here. I'm still looking out for you. I know you're going through a hard time. That's not me. That's the other guy downstairs. You know what I mean? This is crazy. Like, the sticker is brand new and already it's giving me a hard time coming off. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to apply this one upside down so I can gauge it better when I lay down the new sticker. This is what happens when you're a Transformers collector. All the stickers have to be in line. And as straight as possible and perpendicular to each other or whatever, or to the design of the toy. In this case, I want this sticker to be as straight and level as possible. Okay, I got another one of these Decepticon stickers, which I'm going to put on. Well, let me put these plantains in the oil here. Yeah, I don't care if they know each other. I don't want to know. I don't care to know. They are now in my emotional Rolodex of people I want nothing to do with anymore. Yeah, I know. We'll see. Again, right now I'm just so disenfranchised by it. You know, a couple people around here watched that live stream and said, you know, they've been telling me, or advising me more or less, you know, you should get this type of woman, that type of woman. Why do you bother going after the same types? We all have a type, man. Hey, women want Chads, Tyrones, and Juanitos. That's what they want. Chads, Tyrones, and Juanitos. Unless you're so desperate to be with somebody, I'm sorry, I got my taste. I'm not going to deviate from what it is I like. I deserve the hot, sexy girl who's feminine, who's cute, who takes care of herself. That's what I want. That's what I've always wanted. That's what I've always been with. And I'm not going to deviate from that. Not by any means, not for any reason. I'm not going after leftovers. Now, this is the mistake I always make is I don't move these around initially because they almost immediately stick to the pan. Not this time. And I'm using this new type of vegetable oil. Am I old or not knowing what any of those are? I know the feeling, man. They don't exist anymore. They really don't. A lot of these women I would normally be attracted to, they're out of their minds. They immediately want you to have a yacht. They want you to have a $100,000 bank account. They want you to take them shopping all the time. It's like, where's all this money coming from? And then they treat you like shit. They cheat on you. They steal from you. Oh, I'm going on a girls' trip. Yeah, bullshit. You're going to have a man dip his wick inside of you. That's what you're going to do. Because I didn't buy you shoes or clothing. That's how it is. That's why I eat stuff like this now. Healthier stuff. I keep my weight down. I try to take care of myself. I don't smoke cigarettes. I have the occasional beer and wine once in a while, but you know, I'm not the same guy that I was 20 or even 10 years ago. I'm a completely different guy these days. Right, while that's cooking, let's see if I can get this right this time, because I don't have any more of these oversized Decepticon stickers. Oh yeah, this looks a lot better already. You know what? That looks much more better and much more centered. Doesn't it suck to be a collector? There we go, much better. Top and bottom. Again, I got to say, thank you for the laptop. You see, this is how God looks out for somebody. I have to say, thank you to the Lord above. Thank you to Odin or Tyr, whatever God you worship, if you're Norse pagan or if you respect your Germanic heritage. Right there. Very happy for that. Pick your deity. But that's how, see, again, that's how God rewards somebody that goes through hard times. And I am definitely grateful. See, at least this new vegetable oil doesn't stink like olive oil does. I just got to make sure I move these around a little bit because otherwise they do stick. Yeah, this stuff is what we got here. So this is the new stuff I've been using. Crisco Pure Vegetable Oil, cholesterol-free, zero trans fat, 1,000 milligrams of ALA omega-3 fatty acid for 120 calories. But there's no sugar in here, which is good. So that's good. or take a trip someplace like Thailand and have some fun. Oh, what do you call them? Passport bros? Is that what they call them? Passport bros? When they go to Thailand and Taiwan and all that stuff and they try to find themselves an Asian girl? I don't know about any of that stuff, because even that comes with its problems too. Because a lot of them are Buddhists. I mean, even though a lot of them are trad cons, it's just, their diet and their personal beliefs can make things a little difficult. Oh, that was close. I almost got hit with oil. I shouldn't be using these little tongs anyway. I should be using the big ones in hindsight here. But yeah, because a lot of them are Buddhist or, that sort of thing. So you'll have a religious clash almost immediately. And then you'll have a dietary clash because most of them are vegan or vegetarian. And that's not a stereotype, that's a fact. So I don't know about that. I've never been with an Asian girl. My buddy that used to live here was married to a woman from Thailand, and she was like a real pain in the ass. She was a real pain in the ass. Not going to mention her name, but is that a bleach spot? That looks like a bleach spot. I have a way to fix that. Oh. That's all. Bleach spot disappears. I bought like these special paint markers for clothing that I have in my desk over there. Especially with my Jordans, they come in handy a lot, or even my jerseys. Oh, no, thank you. I don't do that stuff, man. That's not for me. That's for other guys. I don't do that stuff. Nope. Not for me. I don't like strip clubs, I don't like strip bars, I don't like titty bars, I don't like any of that stuff. It's not for me. No thanks. No thank you. Let me turn this down because it is a little on the high side. I don't like the way this oil cooks. It's very watery. I guess because this oil is supposed to be a lot more healthier, they stripped it of almost everything. At this point, I'm almost better off frying these in butter, but you got to fry plantains in oil no matter what. So, let me go grab my cup. Yeah, I wouldn't mind picking up some more boxes. I mean, I still have a couple business accounts where I could pick up things in bulk. But right now, man, the way it's going, it's just, I don't want to take the risk. I really don't want to take the risk. Until I start moving more product, things are going to be slow and steady. By the way, another recommendation, Ocean Spray sugar-free cranberry juice. It's got a little bit of a strange flavor because if there is sugar in here, there's only trace amounts of it. But if you can get past the weird flavor, it's actually not that bad for you. It's pretty healthy. How my plantains doing? All right, they're frying up. They're frying up very slowly. I don't like the way this oil cooks at all. I mean, I could smell the plantains. They have a very sweet smell to them. but it's just this particular oil I've never used before, so I wanted to try it out and see how it tastes. I hope it doesn't amplify the amount of sugar that's already naturally in these plantains. I can tell they're still very soft yet, so that's not a good sign. I mean, I got this on low flames. I don't need oil splashing everywhere, but they're still sticking. That's not a good sign. I mean, they are finally turning brown, but it's unusual for them to take so long to cook. Because when I use olive oil, these things cook in no time. All right, let me go use the restroom, folks. I'll be right back. Okay. Dropping a Cosby Kid? Oh, jeez. Nah. Nothing like that. Not yet, anyway. Yeah, I could definitely smell these are cooking a lot different than they would with olive oil. I'm going to add a little salt and sugar to this just to give it some flavor. A little bit of Himalayan rock salt. A little bit of sugar, not too much. I'll let that boil into itself. And then now we just gotta wait. Yeah, these are definitely taking longer to cook. I'm very shocked. Olive oil would have cooked these up real quick. This stuff is like, I mean, it's kind of good. It's a slow rolling boil, so at least I know I don't have oil splashing everywhere. This olive oil is like very aggressive. But yeah, I can smell the smell of these plantains. It smells really good. But it's very, very strange to cook with because it's almost like boiling water. I can't explain it. I've never used this type of cooking oil before. I like to see what this would do on pierogies. Let that sit for a while and we see what happens, right, folks? Cheers, everybody. But otherwise, at least I'm getting some reviews in, which is good. No beer? Nah, not yet. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to have a beer today or not. I really don't feel like it. You know, right now I just want to rebuild a little bit. Focus on me. Focus on myself. Try to take care of some stuff here at home. Get some R&R. You know, I just dropped, like I said, I took out that bank loan to keep myself ahead. Right now I got no bills to worry about until 2 weeks from now, once the cycle starts over again. Obviously I got to get the rent paid and all that, but I got 2 weeks for that to come. So for the next 2 weeks I really got nothing to worry about. So I'm just taking R&R. I'm taking one day at a time. Not going to stress out. You know, I'd rather just, you know, use my time a little bit more thoughtfully than just, you know, tugging down beer. I really don't want to do that. Not yet. I'd rather right now just go one step at a time. Give my head a little time to clear. And try to forget that this woman was ever in my life. There's still some stuff on eBay I want to list, but I got to dig around in my boxes to see if I can find the weapons and the accessories of some of these Transformers toys. But yeah, now they're starting to turn nice and brown. You know what that's probably from? That's probably from the salt and sugar I just introduced. Oop. Come on now. Yeah, these tongs are no good for this. Especially when you're trying to fry something and you got oil splashing up at you. Come on, get off of there. Yeah, I can't trust these tongs. I keep getting that oil splashing up. How many potheads do I have left? I probably have like 6. I almost want to say 5 or 6 left of the base rookies. I still have a couple update rookies I have to list. I haven't listed yet. But the potheads base rookies are selling. I'm going to use these longer tongs. But the paper base rookies are selling slowly and steadily. So that's always a good thing. Come on, flip. There we go. Let me start pulling some of these out here. Yeah, that one's done. That one still needs time to brown. That one needs time to brown. This one looks pretty good. Yeah, I really don't like the way this cooking oil cooks because it's so watery. It doesn't really brown these plantains like they should. I mean, they are cooking, but and you got to let them sit too, so that this way the crust, they get crusty. So looks like they might be well, it's almost 6 o'clock already. Holy shit, man, today went by quick. So they're probably going to start wrapping up. But they did good, man. I'm very impressed. Very impressed. Yeah, this cooking oil sucks. You know, if you're trying to fry something to get a nice brown color, you're definitely not going to get it from this. It's just too Yeah, it's too. They watered this stuff down pretty awful, and it has a tendency of splashing a lot, which I don't like. And I have it on low heat, but man, is this what a pain in the ass? This oil is like. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use, when I'm finally done cooking with this, I'm gonna have to use a lot of detergent when I'm dropping it down the drain. It is browning, but it's just, it's bizarre, this olive oil. Not olive oil, vegetable oil, whatever it is, soy oil, something. You know what, I think I can give you an accurate count, because I got those Pajes rookies right here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left in stock. I think it says it on eBay too if you look at the listing, because I listed them as a batch listing. So you should also see that there's 6 left in stock. Yeah, these are really taking a very long time to brown. I don't like this. This one's still not browning, which is odd. Could be the position of the pan too. Take care, fellas. Not a problem. Hellman, thanks for joining in. Much appreciated, like always. Welcome to the special admin club, by the way, whatever that means. See you around. Cheers. Yeah, I'm down to chow down on these already. And I got to start cooking these anyway because they do ripen very quickly, I've noticed. And you kind of want to get them as green as you can, not just for shelf life, but the more green they are, the less sugar they produce as they ripen. But as they ripen, the sugar content does increase, even though I did add sugar into this so that this way it can caramelize a lot more quicker. Because I think they stripped all the sugar out of this particular oil. It's so fucking bad, man. Jeez. These should be... And I'm flipping them. And they should already be turning a nice golden brown. I mean, some of them are. This is the result I'm trying to get. I don't know if you can see them on camera. A nice golden brown. What do we got here? All right, not bad. Not too bad. Oh, you get the salt and sugar flavor almost immediately. And then once you start chewing on it, it starts to release all the oil and juice. Oh yeah, that's not too bad at all. Okay. I'm using Himalayan rock salt on everything. Yeah, let me tell you, that Himalayan rock salt, that's a little more expensive. But if you use it on your steaks, man, it breaks out the flavor in everything. It's good stuff. I don't like iodized table salt. I'll never use it again. Almost there. It's just taking a little bit more time than what I would hope. Yeah, Himalayan rock salt is the best. It's the best. It really is. Oh yeah. You can tell some of the salt and sugar caramelized on here. Once you take a bite and you get all that mash in your mouth and you swallow it, you immediately get the rock salt and the sugar after. That's what I'm looking for, is the aftertaste. Oh yeah, that's it. Boom. Okay. I am a happy guy. I am a happy guy. And these are finally starting to caramelize the way I want them to. Yeah, if you can get these brown on the edges and on the corners, you're pretty much done, at least for me. That's the way I like them. I just don't like how thin this oil is, though. It's very difficult to cook in. But they're looking good. They're looking good, at least the way I like to cook them. Look at that. Let's see here. A little bit of crunch. Once you get that mash in your mouth, immediately the salt and sugar comes right out. Oh man, is that good? Mm. That is good. Now I'm a happy guy. But you do got to let them sit for a little bit, like you do with steaks. Let them sit for like a minute or two. Because technically, yeah, these are done. Because technically they're still cooking. That's it. She rolled. Let me go set up on my desk. Still hot in my area. Yes, it is. We've got 90, I think it's 91 degrees right now. Alexa, what's the current temperature?
Right now, it's 92 degrees Fahrenheit.
That was
By
close.
the way, you have a new notification. Do you want to hear it?
No. All right, so let me go set up shop over here by the desk. So yeah, it's still hot. Now we're supposed to have a cold front coming through with rain. They've been talking about over the past couple nights. So everybody's kind of hunkering down for that right now. All right, there we go. Awesome. Right back at the desk. Him, sweet him. So yeah, we're still getting straight 90s, unfortunately. Look at how nice they look. Oh man, they look good. I can't wait to chow down on these. And I rather eat this. I rather make my own snacks at home and eat healthier stuff than potato chips any day, man. Oh, there you go. Mm. See, when you let them sit for a while, all that oil and stuff starts to settle in, and a crust starts to form outside, even though they're already caramelized. Almost looks like bacon when you really look at it fast. But here's the best part. Oh yeah. Mm. You can still add like powdered sugar is probably the best to add to this. No, I don't walk anymore. I stopped walking. It's too hot. And that's why I'm very careful with my diet. I drink the sugar-free cranberry juices. I eat stuff like this. If I do have any kind of pre-packed snacks, it's all baked stuff. I got sardines, tuna fish, whole wheat bread, all the good stuff, man. You know, I got thin cut steaks that I bought. I probably have about a dozen thin cut. Maybe no, I got more than that. I got more. I definitely picked up more thin cut New York strips. All that good stuff. And plus, I still maintain my supplementation and proteins and all that stuff. So I went through one case of sugar-free Red Bull already. I got two more cases, and I'm talking about the 24 cases. Do you marinate the steak before cooking? So I'll season it. I don't marinate it. What I do is I'll do salt, pepper, onion, garlic, and onion powder and garlic powder, and then let it sit for like an hour or two so that this way the salt can really break down the tendons and all that kind of stuff and soften the meat naturally. But I do tend to poke and prod and soften the meat myself with a knife or something like that. Like I have a paring knife that I pop, 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 pop. I have one of those tenderizer hammers, but they suck. I also have a tool that you can push down that tenderizes the meat, but I kind of like to do it by hand so that I know it's kind of done right. And then I'll fry them steaks, especially the thin cut ones. You only need like 5 minutes, not even, to cook a thin cut steak. So I do everything myself. But no, I don't marinate. I used to marinate in soy sauce and other goofy shit. I don't do that anymore because of the specifics of my diet. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, and you let this sit there for a while, and you get a mix of that salt and sugar. Oh man, is that good. I can eat these all day, man. I love this stuff. And it's healthier for you. No Taco Bell anymore, once in a while, maybe. I mean, I haven't had Taco Bell since you guys saw me live streaming it here on YouTube, so I try to stay away from that. But again, arguably Taco Bell is one of the more healthier takeouts that you can get, or fast foods you can get. I can tell the flavor is much different from this oil because olive oil is a lot, I guess you want to say, heavier with its flavor than this is. There you go, much different. Man, I'm enjoying this. I don't know about you guys. You know, it's sad because there are still a lot of mom and pop restaurants here that are shutting down and closing in Charlotte and across North Carolina. It's happening all over the place because nobody's spending money. You're seeing a lot of business closures because of that. The economy is awful. Nobody's spending disposable income. That's why if I didn't start to diversify, I wouldn't be making any money at all. I'm lucky I sold the baseball cards I did recently. You know, and I got that one order I got last night. But at least I got those five auctions have received bids, so that's good. I know I'm not going to get out of them what I was hoping to get out of them, but at least I'll get something back in my pocket, which is good. I still want to get that New York Giants Super Bowl 46 jersey listed. I'm still debating whether or not I want to let go of that Pepperball TMP. Even though I got the TCP and I got the big SX. It's been otherwise very quiet around here, but still. I got that War for Cybertron, Megatron, and I want to get rid of that Earthrise Optimus Prime. I found the weapons for Studio Series Hot Rod because I have Studio Series 86 Transformers the Movie Hot Rod, which is an upgrade from that one from Hasbro that has the cartoon correct colorway. They're going away fast, folks. They're going away fast. We'll see. Because let's just say if I do sell the TCP, I believe I got 4 magazines for it, which the magazines in and of themselves are rare. Then you've got the platform itself, which you can't find anywhere. It's impossible to find them. I'm lucky I got mine. And it wasn't offered to civilians. I mean, here in North Carolina, fortunately, they are legal to own, possess, and transport. But it's got the original case. I think I have the original plunger for it. I should have the paperwork for it. I'm not sure. I got to look around. I think I have the paperwork for it. I have a hip holster for it. It's got the Milsig heat core upgrade to it. I think it has one of 2 detents, but I'll include extra detents, whether they're 3D printed or rubber. I do have extra detents for it. And with all that complete package, I mean, that's a complete package. I mean, you're getting multiple mags, you're getting a hip holster, you're getting the weapon itself, original case paperwork if I have it. All the goodies. I'm asking, did I ever fire it? Yeah, I fired it a couple times when I used to have my Less Lethal channel. After that, I've never used it again. And that's got to be, what, 5 years ago? Maybe more. If I were to test it to make sure it still works, I wouldn't do it here. Not in this part of town. 1, because there's too many kids here. 2, it's too densely populated. And 3, I don't need the headaches. So I'll probably, I mean, legally I still can, but it's just not worth it. I'll probably take it into South Carolina in the backwoods somewhere and shoot it off in a bush. And give it a test. We'll see. I don't know. Oh man, these are so good, folks. You have no idea how much I'm enjoying these. Oh wow. And these will definitely hold me down until tonight. No, please, don't even get me started with that asshole. I don't want to even mention them. I don't want to talk about them. I don't want to hear about them. I don't care. I really don't care. No, you're fine. You're fine. I just don't want to give them the attention that they crave. Obviously, they have a creepy, weird obsession with me. I'm just gonna, do what I do, how I've always done it. Be a straight shooter, even though I'm not wild on camera like I used to be anymore. I just want to be a straight shooter, focus on my business, focus on the channel, do what I got to do for myself, and that's pretty much it. Man. You might not think so, but I feel full. I had 2 big-ass plantains. Man, whew. That'll definitely. But I'd rather eat that kind of stuff. What was that? Somebody just. Oh, I'm over an hour already. That's why. Okay, that's why that did that. Oh, jeez, I feel like I'm out of breath. What's for a dessert? Nothing. I'm not much of a dessert guy. There are rare occasions I'll go out and I'll get myself some cookies and cream or Rocky Road. But I have to be in a special kind of mood for that. There goes Mr. Charles. Excuse me. I saw him. He got his laptop earlier. Most of the other guys got their laptops. That Spanish dude that used to live in my old apartment, he's cool. Yeah, there's still people. Oh, they're wrapping up for sure. I see them bringing all these boxes out. I guess a lot of people that didn't collect. Well, they had books for the kids too. Yeah, that whole thing, I'm not going to really talk about it on camera, even though it's in the chat. That whole situation is done. It's over. Everything is good. Everything turned out the way it should have turned out. But it goes to show, man, when somebody cares about you and somebody really, really wants to stand up for you, we will, man. So that he was actually there when I saw him. But I'm not gonna say it on camera directly. But yeah, that whole situation worked itself out. So end of story. I don't want to dive too much into it. But he was there. I saw him today. He was getting a laptop for himself. I guess he had the day off today. But he's doing all right. Enough said. Oh man, I'm full. And you know what it is too? I think it's that new oil I tried for the first time. That stuff is very, very hit and miss. I don't know if I want to cook with that stuff again anymore. But anyway, otherwise, am I going to go for a drive? Probably not. I have no reason to. Unless I really feel like it, unless I really have a lot on my mind, I'm trying not to drive my cars. I'm going back to my old ways again. Unfortunately, like I said, because what this woman did to me, unless I had to, I'll drive my car out of necessity, not because of joy or anything like that. I mean, I could. I got a full tank of gas in my car right now. I could probably go for about 3 or 4 hours if I wanted to. But to be honest with you, not right now. Not right now. I have no reason to drive. Unless I'm going food shopping like I did the other day. Do you keep all your cards and top loaders? Yes. I don't use card saver ones anymore. Nobody likes them. Nobody wants them. They are the bastard stepchild of card collecting. Unless I'm giving away freebies and stuff like that, I don't have any. I really don't have many not top loaders. I really don't have that many card saver ones left. Excuse me. And whatever card saver ones I do have, I end up pulling the cards out and putting those cards in the top loaders anyway. So that's pretty much that. Yeah, everything I have is in top loaders and penny savers. But yeah, the card saver ones, I don't bother with them no more. Unless I'm giving away cards, yeah, that's a different story, but I haven't got big enough orders for me to give away cards anymore. I used to get consistent customers coming in and ordering 10, 12, 15, 20 cards at a time. There's one YouTube content creator that he hasn't uploaded any content at all. That's JP Acrylic. He used to do a lot of pack rips and box breaks. I haven't seen him upload content in a long time, and he used to order off of me consistently. I hope he's all right. I think the last video he made was like 3 months ago, 4 months ago, or something like that. I haven't seen him at all, to be honest with you. He did order off of me a few times after his last upload, but after that, he's been radio silent. And I do still have returning customers coming, but again, it's few and far between because nobody's spending money right now. So, but we'll see. Like I said, right now it's a gamble. It's a roll of the dice, basically, because right now, given the reasons I've already stated multiple times in multiple videos and live streams, it's just right now, people are holding on to their money. Yeah, I think Striker Breaks got a whole bunch of wax that he ripped on his channel, or if he didn't do it already, I haven't been keeping up. I saw upcoming on one of his posts here on YouTube, but I didn't watch. I really haven't been watching box breaks and pack rips and all that stuff. I don't know, my interest in wax these days is pretty much gone. It's gone. It doesn't exist. I wish it wasn't like that, but, you know, it's nice just to rip once in a while, just to kind of like get away from things, you know. It's like the Transformers. You know, it's cool to talk about these things after a while. You know, they're a lot of fun. But at least with these, I mean, you still see scalping going on with the Transformers and stuff like that. But when they come out with knockoffs of these, it offsets all that stuff. So whoever's trying to flip these when they buy them, because there are companies that make knockoffs of these anyway, so you're really not making anything. And people got wise to that. That's why sneaker flipping has died. Yeah, the 6.5-inch ones, the Voyager class ones, are awesome. I don't really have anything bigger than this, except for Studio Series Ultra Magnus and the Missing Link Ultra Magnus and Studio Series Grimlock. Those are like my biggest ones that I got there on my shelf. Otherwise, most of them are around the 6-inch Voyager class scale. So, all right, guys, I'm going to wrap up right here. I'm on here for almost an hour 15. Like always, you're amazing human beings, amazing folks. I really appreciate it. Thank you for sticking around for this live stream. Let's see what happens. I got plenty of stuff to review. You know, again, I'm kind of like taking baby steps, getting back into the fray again, trying to get away from, you know, all the stuff that's been going on. And I really appreciate your continued support, everybody. Thank you so much. Let's see what happens. Pay attention to the community page. That's usually where, you know, I'll post my ideas or my thoughts as to what's upcoming next. Or if I get any deliveries or I'm putting memes or whatever it is, that's a place to kind of gauge where I'm at this point. So thank you, everybody. I got some dishes to wash. Take care. God bless. Stay safe. And thanks for joining me again today. And again, thank you to the leasing office for these laptops for all of us around here. That's amazing. Really, really amazing, man. I guarantee you're going to get nothing but positive feedback. You know, and for a guy that runs his own business and does social media, I, for one, definitely am grateful. So, but to all of you as well, YouTube viewers, subscribers, supporters, eBay customers, friends, family, neighbors, I'll catch you around. See you later, folks. Take care.